Hey traders, welcome back to our channel. I'm Kenya with BK Trading Academy, where we help new and struggling traders learn how to trade with structure and guidance so that you guys start the right way, you have a breakthrough, and you trade confidently. And in today's video, I have an exciting 15-minute scalping strategy that you can use specifically during high impact news. Now, this is pertaining to gold and the USD. So if you want to use it on a different instrument, then you can absolutely do that. But this is a gold strategy. We're going to hop right in. It's super simple. So if you are looking to boost your profits with a very simple scalping strategy, then keep watching. Also, I just want to ask you for a simple favor. Don't forget to smash the like button on this video. It really does help the algorithm and help to push this video out, and we appreciate it so much. Also, drop a lovely comment for me. Anything you'd like to leave, I would much appreciate it. And let's go ahead and hop right in.
Yeah, I know I got problems, and I don't know where to go. I don't want to put the blame on you.
So the very first thing that you need to do before you actually find a setup is that you need to check high impact news and look at what is on the forecast for the day. So if you are trading gold in the US dollar, you want to take a look at what news is impacting this particular asset, and you want to always be looking at USD news. So for example, for today, we had medium impact news on USD. So you'll see right here on Forex Factory, we had core durable goods, and we also had durable goods orders. Now, if you click on the envelope, it will give you more information. It says actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. We actually came in lower than the forecast, so that was bearish for the USD. We also click on the other folder. You can see that it says actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. Now, even though this came in slightly higher than the forecast, it didn't add as much weight as core durable goods. So what happened is that we saw a bullish reaction for gold. And if you look at my 15-minute chart right now, this is what this opportunity looked like as it progressed. So I'm going to walk you through exactly what happened, how you would approach this on your own, and the rules that you would take. So let's start out with rule number one. As I said, you always want to check for fundamentals and see what are your news for the day. The next thing you need to do, you need to go to the higher time frame and identify your key levels. So we're going to start with the daily, because if we're scalping, we're looking to scalp within that particular day. So we're going to look at the daily time frame. I'm going to go ahead and clear my chart, and we're just going to go to the daily. One thing that we see on gold and the US dollar is that overall we have an uptrend, and it's been trending upward for quite some time, and we haven't had really any decent pullbacks until recently. So notice that we had a low right here and we dipped slightly below it. This is probably just a liquidity grab right here, but our low in this uptrend was at 23.20, and this was an area that I've been waiting for price to pull back to, because in my opinion, it's a dominant area where I feel buyers would definitely step in after getting a nice little pullback within this uptrend. So we finally got that. We actually had price dip below to this low here. Now, notice that we had a low here, but I'm also looking right here. I thought that this could have been a decent level pullback as well, and we almost rejected near that area, but this is our low right here at 23.91. And since we're wicking off that area, I said, you know what? I think now is a good time for price to continue upward after this nice solid pullback. So we want to find our key level. So we have a key level support, and then we want to find a key level resistance. So obviously, if we're in an uptrend and we're going to trade from zone to zone, we want to find a level below price and we want to find a level above price. So now that I have that, remember, we are scalping, so I really don't need a resistance that's hundreds of pips away from my entry price. I just want to see what the dominant resistance and also support levels are on the daily time frame, and then I can move down to the time frame that I trade. So now that we've looked at news, let's say it's the day before the news or the morning of, after we've noted what time that news report is going to come out, we have our key level support and resistance. The next thing we're going to do is drop down to our 15-minute time frame. Now you can see on the 15-minute time frame, I have my support and I also have my resistance level. One thing I noticed this morning before the news report was that price was consolidating sideways. So this is what we saw this morning before the breakout happened. So this would have been my key support level as of right now. But what happened is that once price started breaking out, I moved this key level right here to this area of resistance, because one thing I noted on the 15-minute is that I have a double bottom after a downtrend, which is a reversal pattern. Here is the neckline of that double pattern. So if we got a breakout, I could have looked for price to come back and retest this level, okay? And that is a condition that you can add to your trading plan for this particular strategy. strategy. So notice that this is a strong area of support as well, where the price continued to grow in the past. Price has come back to this level, tested it as resistance, also support. So this is a nice breakout zone that we could have watched for. So let's go ahead and do a replay and see exactly what happened once price broke out from our key level. All right, so now that we have our setup, we dropped down to the 15-minute. We've already identified news. We've marked our key levels. So that's rule number 2. We mark our key levels on the daily time frame. So we need a level below price and we need a level above price. So support and resistance. Once we have that, we're going to drop down to our 15-minute time frame and we are going to mark a trend line in the direction of price. So on this 15-minute, notice that I have a downtrend. If you had an uptrend, for example, if price was moving upward, you would have marked your trend line upward, okay? But we have a downtrend on this 15-minute, and what we're looking for is a possible break. We're either going to see, okay, if news comes in bearish, then we're going to look for some bearish reaction, or if it comes in bullish, we're going to look for some bullish reaction, just depending on how that news comes in. So notice that the news actually came in bearish, but it also came in bullish for USD. However, it was obvious that the core durable goods was holding more weight than the durable good orders because volume started to build on the 15 minutes. So notice what happened. Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there. You can see the bullish breakout. When you see a candle and the body looks strong, so you're not seeing wicks, but you see a body that's strong, that's indication that buyers are stepping in and obviously volume is building in that direction. So that means that more than likely the report came in bullish, but you always want to check really quickly if you can just to see how that news came in. A lot of times the price will come back to retest your breakout area. So remember, for breakouts, you can always look for a retest. So if we continue to play this, look at that retest that happened right off of our structure level that was broken. So here's our resistance, our previous support, our previous support. We could have bought right here on the breakout and we would have bought this. Now remember, you're scalping. You could have easily gotten at least 100 pips on this from the buy zone here, okay? So this would have been an awesome trade, and as you can see, it definitely was profitable. And finally, you simply just trade the breakout. So obviously you have to have a trend line break. You want to see price moving in the direction of the news report. You could have taken profit, and then you can add this to a rule in your trading plan that if price pulls back the breakout area on a retest and it wicks off the level, you can re-enter and place additional positions. Now let's talk about risk management and stop loss. Now what I recommend is, because you're scalping, you can keep your risk very conservative. When I'm scalping, I typically like to widen my stop loss and lower my lot size. On this particular trade, it just really depends on what you're seeing. Now you have to keep in mind that on the daily, for example, you have to look at your structure levels and where price is rejecting. Now I think this was just manipulation right here, but if you were going to buy somewhere up here around this area, 23, 17, or 16 right here, you do have to keep in mind that you have this low. So you have to decide, do I want to drop my stop loss below 23.90 in case price moves to retest that area? This could be a rule that you add for yourself, that you simply just drop your stop loss below the previous 15-minute candle. So notice here, this was our breakout candle right here. We could have dropped our stop loss right below this 15-minute low or the double bottom on the 15-minute. So right below this 23.12. Now, understand that during high impact news, sometimes you can prematurely get stopped out because a lot of people are putting their stop losses really tight. So if you are scalping and if you trade with a decent size account, I also support, I know that there's some traders who don't like to use hard stop losses, and I honestly support that. There's a lot of times that I don't use hard stops because I'm not trading with dangerous lot sizes that are going to ruin my account. Even if the worst were to happen, I trade very strategically, and I feel that if you have a really good risk management that will protect you in those type of situations, then do what's best for you. But if you have a very small account, not too large, it is best to use hard stop losses because you don't want to risk blowing your account. So just remember, your stop loss plan with this particular strategy is that you can place your stop loss below the previous 15-minute candle, or you can move it a little bit further away from structure and just make sure that you monitor that. But you know that, for example, if price were to proceed to the downside, so let's say if it breaks this level here where we broke out, and let's say if price broke this low right here at 23.12 or so, then more than likely price is going to continue downward, so we'd simply cut our losses. But that is the strategy, guys. It's simple. simple and it's straightforward. And again, all you have to do is follow the rules in place. And now let's just see overall how this trade finished. I did have multiple targets and let's just see what it did. This is the current New York session and the price has continued to grow. So this would have been a successful trade, and you can even see how you could have had multiple opportunities to re-enter for a re-entry. So I want you to comment below and let me know what questions you have about this particular strategy. Is this something that you're interested in and that you feel is easy enough for you to trade? What confluences do you like that I mentioned, or would you add? Otherwise, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this quick analysis video. I hope you'll go and try it in the market. If you are a new or struggling trader, I want to encourage you to check out BK Trading Academy. We have everything that you need to be successful: strategies, risk management, tons of testimonials, lots of hand holding and guidance in our academy, and you will love our community. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy our free content. God bless you all. Much success in your trading, and I will see you in the next video.
Yeah, I know I got problems, and I don't know where to go. I don't wanna put the blame on you.